How long can I wait here until they say something? How long is it gonna take for you? You gotta say something, everybody? Do 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 Okay, come on, say something now. Okay, I'll spin in circles then. Looking at the ceiling, spinning in circles. Nah, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, what could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Where's the meeting room? Oh,
When
okay.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
It was this way. I think it was this way. Was it this way? Where am I? What is this? What happened in here? What's path? Okay. Guess I'll go this way then.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, don't
Well, I
restart
find
the
it
game.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Oh, look at
Okay,
the
let's
printer.
give it a shot. Why
No,
not?
no, don't restart. Okay. Restart it then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, let's just
Stanley
get this
decided
over
to go
with.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, it's worse.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, let's go.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Circles?
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Whoa.
Now
Whoa.
well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Why is everything just
Do you remember, Stanley?
disappearing?
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
No.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I didn't win though. I did nothing.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Or just let me escape this
I'm
little
getting weirded out by
weird
whatever this place is.
cabin-like
Okay,
place,
what might
whatever
happen
this is.
time, I have to
Let me
restart.
free. Okay, seriously. Just
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable
Adventure
line.
Line.
Just follow the line. How simple is that? You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Da 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 da.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Follow the line again. Do I go this way? No, I go the other way. This way. Yeah. Do I go this way?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? After we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... No, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No, I don't want to restart again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why don't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Why is it an infinite loop?
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be,
no.
Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I can't just not look at it. Okay. Now I don't have to look at that line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a
No.
From here, the story is in our control. How
Is
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, it must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
I don't know.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I don't want to go in that door. I want to go in this door. Okay. Oh. Did the exact same thing, okay.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times?
Yep.
That's really how all this goes?
Up in another building.
Determined?
Yep.
So
Third
now, according
convention
to the
line.
schedule, I restart again?
Yep.
Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Return to the
Well,
office.
what if I don't want to forget?
Return to the...
My
Yeah.
mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who can consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I
Forget
get a say in all of this?
Stanley
Is it really?
but it's
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Find the line
I don't
again.
want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped. Does that mean
Seven.
did we do it?
Nine.
Did we break the
Okay.
cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Oh, Stanley
So,
dies?
okay.
No. No, Stanley.
I guess now just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
I don't want.
I'm not quite sure.
Don't restart
the
it.
destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll follow whatever you say now. Okay, nobody here. Cool.
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go down here. No. I'm going down.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss
Why
would
does
think he was
this
crazy.
seem like I'm going the same way? Okay, no, I'm not.
He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Am I?
All
Why
of my
does this all look the
co-workers
same?
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any
This looks
sense. And as
the
Stanley
same.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were
Yeah.
they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun. And
I don't want to. I want to stay on the ground and have it be normal.
Lucid. And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he
But it's
closed
not a
his eyes
dream.
and he invited himself to wake.
No.
The cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
No.
The press of the mattress on his back. The fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Yes, that's
My
what I
life
want.
is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
But are you okay? No, Stanley, you're not okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got
What?
dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Not again.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. Gonna go
This
right.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't want to admire this room. I'm just gonna go straight past it.
A work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. I'll go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
How's there a penalty from jumping off when it'll cause death? How can you pay $5,000 when you're not living?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to
I don't
convince
think
you
you're
of
gonna
this,
do anything
but
bad
I
to me.
really
I just
do want
wanted
help
to go
you,
here.
to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, I'll go through the blue now.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made
Well, how do you get to these doors?
What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
No. Okay. Okay, I'm in last out of everybody. Cool. Well, what Normal? What do I do here? Go back through this door?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Die, child. Nope. I'm not gonna let you hurt yourself. Okay, die. Nope. Oh, nope. Okay, this is annoying.
You heartless bastard.
What did you call me?
Because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the
It's
latter,
just
I don't know
annoying.
what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
This button is very annoying, and a child.
Might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's
No,
over.
no. What's happening?
Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Whose game
Yes,
are you picking?
this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What is it? What is it? What am I playing? What is this?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your great tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Okay. Okay. Where's the stairs? Okay. Here's stairs.
Oh, no, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Let me out.
Okay, I think
Let me be
this
free.
will be just the thing.
Okay. Give me another game. Rocket League?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
No.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
No. I'm going back here. Wait.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Okay, what's happening? Ah.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
No. What do I do? No more narrator. Just this. With nowhere to go. But, whoa. How did I perfectly fall through that hole? Wow. Now where do I go? I don't like this. This is not the game that I wanted to play. I have no clue what I'm playing. What is this? What do I do?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I'm
I
not.
wonder if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay, can I get back to doing something at least? Or am I stuck here? Okay. Let me just sit here. Just kidding.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Midget. Tall person, midget. Tall person, midget. Tall person.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might find an answer coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Not that way then. Guess all I can go is this way.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to it. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Nope. Well, I guess I'm going this way then. Or will I go this way? No. I guess I'll go to the one new place. Don't get dark. I don't like the darkness. Oh, it's dark. Okay, cool.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Escape
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No. I want to die though. So, should I go back? Nah, I'll die. Guess I'll go to this.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Dun, dun,
At
dun,
this
dun,
point,
dun, dun,
Stanley
dun,
was
dun.
making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah, I'll die, I guess. That doesn't look safe. Okay. Oh my gosh, what's happening? What's
As the
happening?
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh.
it reflected that his life had been of
No.
no consequence whatsoever.
No.
Stanley can't see the bigger
No.
picture. He doesn't know the real story.
No.
Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
No.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like
No.
plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he
No.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shadowed life. Farewell, Stanley.
No. No. No.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In
What?
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. No. 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 This isn't right.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What is this? What is this?
When every
Very
path you
bright
walk has been created for
place.
you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Now the two doors. Why is this whole place mapped out? Okay, office, everything here, yeah? Yeah. Why? Okay. These are nice paintings. Cool, whatever. Okay, what do I do? Okay, well, what do I do in this giant hall? A battlefield of fighting aliens. Okay. The action game would become sentient. And okay. Why are we fighting the narrator? Shortly after the build was far too jokey, and I don't know for the time of that game. Some people was making fun of people who like shooters, which was okay. Interesting. And well, that is very weird. Not what I expected. What's over here? Narrated email. Okay, I don't care. What's over here? Just oh, the cargo lift. That's what that is. Never made it there. I just jumped off. Now, what am I doing here? That looks like I can get in here. That's not right. That is 3D. That is too realistic for me. What do I do here? Where do I go? Ooh, what's this? Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As
No.
long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
I'm not gonna
Stop
turn
now.
off my
You'll know the
PlayStation.
true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
No.
Don't let...
No. No. What? No. Why does this have to happen? Okay. I don't want to leave here. But
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
let's
a
speed
memo.
run it. Speed running. New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content.
New content, okay. No, I want to go over there. No, okay. I don't know if I feel safe here.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Okay.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Maybe.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we
perfect.
go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me a brick wall. Oh, it's on the side. Oh.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can't jump outside of the circle, seriously. No more. Okay, that was boring.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Yeah, I know, it's
just
boring.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content,
And I
then
can't
could
even
just
jump
read
anymore.
The whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Nothing.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Who uses
It's
Twitter?
my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could
My
never have
Twitter.
lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
No, don't reset it.
Trying to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. This is not.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Go. Go. Okay.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, and over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
What do I do? Oh, door opened. Not that way.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've...
What about? Let's restart this game next time and see you later.